Being an auctioneer has always felt a bit like a voyage at sea. You set out with a destination in mind, but no two journeys are ever quite the same.
With Brad Bentoff still at 3 million.
Are we going on, or am I selling?
And part of the excitement is navigating whatever comes your way. What makes it special are the views. Every day, I'm surrounded by extraordinary works of art and objects that have traveled through time, carving stories, history, and beauty with them. And like any great voyage, it's not just about where you arrive, it's about the experience along the way, and those rare moments when everything comes together. For me, that's the true luxury of being an auctioneer. A life spent exploring the world's most beautiful things, always moving toward the next horizon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Helena Newman, and together with my colleague Alex Branchik, we are delighted to be your auctioneers for this evening's sale of modern and contemporary art, presented in partnership with the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. Heading up the sale are two magnificent works by Claude Monet, alongside exceptional works by Egon Schiele, Wassily Kandinsky, through to Mark Rothko, Peter Doig, and Banksy. Before we start, please note the following auctioneer's announcements. As noted in the conditions of business for buyers, everything is sold under an authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot, along with any applicable VAT or amount in lieu of VAT, as well as any applicable artist resale rights royalty as part of the total purchase price payable. Please refer to our conditions of business for buyers for our terms of sale. The following lots have been withdrawn from this evening's sale: lot 102 and lot 132. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin. Lot 101, Elizabeth Peyton's David Frey playing Ravel, showing here up front. Thank you so much. This is lot 101, and we will start the bidding here at £240,000. Now, at 240,000, 260,000. At 260,000, 280,000. Now, at £300,000. Thank you. On my right, Max Moore, £300,000. Thank you so much. At £300,000, I have now with Max Moore here from New York at £300,000 for the Peyton. I can sell it at £300,000 only. You're all done. Fair warning, and selling at £300,000. Sold. Thank you so much. That's 108. Thank you so much to your bidder. Lot 102 is withdrawn, which brings us on to lot 103. Sold as viewed and showing on the screens. This is the wonderful Alberto Giacometti. Buston, the final sculpture of his brother Diego, and coming now from the esteemed David and Shoshana Wingate collection, works of which we sold in New York in May. And I will start the bidding here at £850,000. Now, 850, £900,000, £950, and £950,000, £1 million now, £1 million, £1,100,000. Gregoire Bio at £1,100,000 now. Gregoire's bid at £1,100,000 with Greg at £1,100,000. It's your bid, yes, thank you, sir. £1,100,000 in any advance here. At £1,100,000 for the Giacometti, Buston, and selling, fair warning, and you all done out £1,100,000. Sold, that's 48, thank you so much, £1,100,000. And now, lot 104. This is the Lucio Fontana, the wonderful golden Concetto Spaziale. This work was inquired directly from the artist by the legendary collector Madeleine Everett shortly after it was created, and has been in the same family's collection ever since. And for this, we start already at £480,000, £500,000 now, at £500,000, at £500,000 now, at £500,000 here for the Fontana, at £550,000, thank you, Lorenzo, at £550,000, who will say 600, 600,000 with Antonia, at 600,000, who will say 650, at 600,000, 650 with Fergus already, at £650,000 now for the Fontana, 700, thank you, at £700,000 with Antonia, at £700,000, not Jules Fergus, at £700,000, Antonia Gardner, at 720, will you say 750, thank you, Lorenzo, No, I have 720 here. With Fergus at 720. Who will say 750 then? At £720,000 against 750 it is. Thank you, Lorenzo. At £750,000 now. Lorenzo, not yours, Antonio. 800. Thank you so much. At 800,000 with Fergus. Try for 850 at £800,000 for the Fontana. Fergus's bid at £800,000. Give me 850 at £800,000 now for the Fontana with Fergus. 820 I can, but we're going to keep the pace here at 820. Give me 850 as quick as you can. This wonderful work by Fontana, first time at auction, been with the family since it was acquired directly from the artist. 820 I have. No? Antonia, hammers up, fair warning. 850, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. In the room here at Sotheby's in Bond Street at 850, thank you. And against the three of you now on the phones, this is your bid, sir, thank you, at £850,000. Lorenzo, Fergus, Antonio, you're coming back in, otherwise I shall sell it. Up front, Lorenzo, in or out? I have to hurry you. In or out? I have 850 here. £850,000 now. It is in the room. It's not yours, Lorenzo, and selling. Sold. Thank you so much. That's 546. 850. Lot 105. The Marlowe Moss, property from a North American collection, a wonderful abstract painting from 1953, and some interest here. I'd start already at £400,000 here, already to start this lot at £400,000 now. At £400,000, I have to start this at £420,000. At £420,000, £450,000 now. At £450,000 now. At £450,000. At £450,000 now. At £450,000, £480,000. At £480,000 now. £520,000 on my right with Johan at £520,000. Johan Naukoff's bid at £520,000. £550,000, sir. Thank you. I see you. I took £550,000 ahead. Gentleman's here. Stayed the course at £550,000. £580,000 now, if I may. 602 faces. Will you say 620? Thank you, sir. 620,000. At 620, 650. Thank you. Give me 680. At 650. Thank you anyway. At £650,000 against the two of you on the phones here, Bami and Johan. At £650,000. Yes, your bid, sir, in the room. 680. Thank you, Bami. At £680,000. Thank you. Give me 700. It is. Thank you, sir. £700,000. Looking for 720. 750. 750 here on my left, 750, try 780, either of you, or indeed back in the room, at £750,000 on my left, not yours, Bammy, 780 I have, 800 straight back in, thank you, sir, for your fast bids. At 780, will you give me 800 for the Marlowe Moss, £800,000 for this wonderful abstract Marlowe Moss, at 780, try 800, 800 it is. 820 and still climbing. 820. Try one more. Bammy. £820,000. Still in the room here. 850 it is. Thank you. 880. £880,000. £880,000. Try 900. 900, thank you. 920. £920,000. Still in the room. Bammy, you want to try one more? £920,000. Fair warning, the hammer is up. And selling then is your bid, sir. Congratulations at 920. Sold. Thank you very much. And that is a record price for Marlowe Moss. 584 it is. Thank you so much. Lot 106 is the Rothko. Fabulous work which is featured in the recent exhibition of the artist's paintings on paper at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, the highly acclaimed exhibition Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, on the left, and we will start here at £3 million already, at £3 million here, £3 million, 3,200,000 now, at 3,200,000, 3,500,000 now, at 3,500,000 now, 3,800,000. Alex Branchick at £3,800,000, thank you. 4 million, Simon Stock, thank you so much, £4 million, your bid now, at £4 million with Simon. On my left, at £4 million, 4,200,000, Ottilie. At 4,200,000, give me 5. At 4,200,000 pounds, 4,500,000 it is with Simon, thank you. At 4,500,000, Simon's bid, Ottilie, coming back in. At 4,500,000 pounds, 4,500,000, 4,800,000, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Lisa Dennison, Chairman of Americas, on the Rothko at 4,800,000, who will be the first to say 5. At 4,800,000. And we have it here. Where is the bid? Thank you so much, madam. £5 million. I see you now. £5 million in the room for the Rothko at £5 million. And against the three of you on the phones at £5 million, Lisa, Ottilie, 5-2. Try 5-5. 5,200,000 now. Are you sure? At £5,200,000, not here on this side. All the bids here on the left. It's 5,200,000 with Lisa Dennison. And in the room, would you like to try one more? Are you sure, madam? Otherwise, the hammer's up and selling. Fair warning. 5-5, just back in time, Ottilie, thank you. £5,500,000. Try 5-8. It's against you, Lisa. 5,500,000, now with Ottilie. And coming back in. 5-7 I can take, thank you so much. At 5,700,000, I'd like 6 to be the next bid, Ottilie, if you can. At 5,700,000 for the Rothko, with Lisa still. And Ottilie, what do you say? You still there? At 5,700,000, try for 6. At £5,700,000, Lisa Dennison's bid. 5,900,000 is still okay at £5,900,000 for the Rothko. And 6 it is, £6 million now. That's £6 million. Ottilie, I have £6 million with Lisa. At £6 million, you're coming back in. 6-1, it is. Give me 2. £6,100,000. Thank you, 6,200,000. 6,200,000. Anybody bidding here on this side? At £6,200,000. Ottilie, back with you. 6-3, thank you. 6,300,000 now. And try for one more. At 6,300,000, give me 6-4. 6,400,000. 6-5. That's £6,500,000. Could jump ahead. Give me 200 if you like, Lisa. It's a long evening ahead. We have 6-5. What do you say? £6,500,000. I have Ottilie Windsor's bid. 6-6. Thank you. £6,600,000. Looking to you, Ottilie. I have 6,600,000. And any advance here in the room? Try one with 6-7. That's £6,700,000 now. And what do you say? 6,700,000, Lisa. 6-8, it is. Thank you. £6,800,000. Beautiful Rothko. 6.9 million. And Lisa will give me 7 as the next bid at £6,900,000. Try one more. That's 7 million, thank you. And Ottilie, you carrying on. I have £7 million with Lisa Dennison. You carrying on. I have the bid here with Lisa. 7-1. You could go in 200s if you like, at this high level, at 7,100,000. That's 7,100,000, Lisa. 7,200,000. 7,200,000. Just battling it out, the two of you, for this beautiful work. Painting on paper. 7,200,000. 7,300,000 it is now. 7,300,000. Round it up to 7,500,000 maybe. 7,300,000 pounds. Still with Ottilie Windsor here, on my left. Not with you on my right. 7,300,000. Lisa, try one more. What do you say? Hammers up. 7,400,000. 7,400,000 now. Ottilie, it's your turn. 7,400,000. I have to speed you up a bit. 7,400,000. Give me 5 if you want to carry on. Hammers up. That's 7,400,000 pounds now. Lisa's bid. You coming back in? 7,400,000 pounds. Thank you anyway, and thank you all for your patience. Hammers up at 7,400,000, sold. 97 it is. Congratulations to your bidders. Lot 107, and we move now to the Claude Monet Nymphaea, a masterpiece by Monet from his most celebrated series of water lily paintings. Painted in 1907, this work was selected by the artist for the legendary exhibition at the Galerie Durand-Ruel in 1909 in Paris. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, showing here up front in the sale room at Sotheby's in London. And we will start the bidding here for this masterpiece by Monet at £25 million. At £25 million here to start this bid. At 25 million now. At 25 million now, at 26 million, at 26 million pounds now, at 26 million pounds now, at 26 million pounds here, 27 million pounds in the room, at 27 million pounds here in the room, at 27 million pounds now in the room for the Monet, at 27 million pounds now, at 27 million, 28 million now, at 28 million pounds, at 28 million pounds, say 29, at 28 million pounds now. At 28 million now, at 28 million pounds, 29, thank you, madam, at 29 million pounds now. At 29 million pounds, it's the ladies' bid. At 29 million pounds now in the room. At 29 million pounds, 30 million pounds with Genoa. Thank you so much. At 30 million pounds now on my right. At 30 million pounds now. Jen's bid. At 30 million pounds, madam. At 30 million pounds now. At 30 million pounds I have on my right. At 31 million now, with Alina, 31 million pounds now. Madam, at 31 million pounds, 32 million, thank you. Alina, at 32 million, it's against you, Alina. At 32 million pounds now, not yours, Jan, either. At 32 million pounds in the room, at 32 million pounds, who will say 33? At 32 million pounds now, in the room, against you both, on both sides of me on the phones. At 32 million pounds. You're coming back in, Jen. At 32 million pounds. It's the ladies' bid still at 32 million pounds. Alina, what do you say? At 32 million pounds now. And Jen, 33 million. New bidder, Simon Stock. Thank you so much. At 33 million pounds. Alina and Madam in the room. At 33 million pounds. Simon's bid. And Jen, you're coming back in at 33 million pounds for the masterpiece by Monet. At 33 million pounds. Now, Simon Stock's bid at 34 million. Thank you, madam. Back in again at 34 million pounds. And against you, Simon, at 34 million pounds, try 35. Either of you on this side of the room at 34 million pounds. It's the ladies' bid at 34 million pounds. Looking for 35 from Simon or from Alina at 34 million pounds now. At 34 million pounds, Jen, would you like to bid again? 35, back in. 35 million, Simon Stock. At 35 million, try 36 now, madam. At 35 million pounds, with Simon stock at £35 million. And against you on this side as well, it's with Simon. And I'm looking again in the room, see if you'd like to come back in, madam, at £35 million. Are you all done? You sure? Thank you anyway for your bids. The hammer's up at £35 million. Are you all done? Are you all sure? Last chance to get this great masterpiece by Monet. Wendy, do you want to bid? At £35 million, showing here up front at Sotheby's, otherwise I'm bringing the hammer down at £35 million. Sold. Congratulations, Simon. 81. Many congratulations. Lot 108 is the Lichtenstein landscape with grass. And we start here at 1,200,000, sold, of course, as viewed. And on the screens, we start here at 1,200,000, 1,300,000 now, at 1,300,000, 1,400,000 now, at 1,400,000 now, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 now, at 1,500,000, 1,600,000 on my left with Alex at £1,600,000. Here on my left at £1,600,000, and I can sell it at £1,600,000 only, unless there's any advance online or in the room, at £1,600,000. Fair warning at 1.6. Sold, thank you, 76. Lot 109 is withdrawn, so we move straight on to lot 110, which is the wonderful work by Egon Schiele, just being brought out to us here on the easel. Wonderful painting from 1912, Tote Stadt, number 4, magnificent oil on panels showing here. And we will start the bidding here at £1,900,000, £1,900,000, £2 million now, at £2 million now, at £2 million, at £2,200,000 with Nick Damel at £2,200,000, Nick's bid at £2,200,000 now. On my right, at £2,200,000 now. On my right, at £2,200,000 now with Nick at £2,200,000, at $2,300,000 with Sam at $2,300,000, $2,400,000 back with Nick at $2,400,000, at $2,400,000, who will say 2.5 at $2,400,000 now. Several places I have already 2,400,000, 2.5, thank you. The chart is behind 2.6 at 2,600,000 with Nick, not with you, Wendy. 2.7, thank you, Sam, at 2,700,000. Say 2.8, 2.8, yeah. At 2,800,000. Nick's bid at 2,800,000. 2.9, 3 million. I took also already behind you. Will you say 3? Sorry, you're both in line. 3 million is better. Let's go at least in twos now. At £3 million, will you say 3.2, please? At £3 million, give me 2. Could you get 2? Can you get at £3 million? But what have you? Will you try to bring 200, please, so that we can get this auction going at £3 million? Yes. Well, I'd like to go in 200s. That's why I'm suggesting it. Yes. Thank you very much. At £3,200,000. Next is 4. At £3,200,000. 3.4. Thank you, Nick. At £3,400,000. Give me 6. At £3,400,000. Give me 6 if you can. £3,400,000 with Nick. At £3,400,000. Nick's bid. Try to bring 200 if you can as the next bid. If you can, please. At £3,400,000 for this magnificent. 3.6. Thank you, Sam. At £3,600,000. Next is 8. At £3,600,000. Sam's bid now for the wonderful Sheila showing here on the left. Nick, you coming back in? At £3,600,000. This wonderful 1912 painting. Try one more. At £3,600,000. Still with Sam. Try one more. At £3,600,000 now. At £3,600,000, it's Sam's bid. Nick, what do you say? And Wendy? Yes, it's your bid, but I have to look to Wendy. Are you bidding again at £3,600,000 or are you out? At £3,600,000, hammers up, and selling then, fair warning, at £3,600,000. All done in the room, and selling at 3.6. Sold. Many congratulations. Thank you so much. 59 is the number. which brings us to lot 111, the Giorgio Morandi Natura Morta, showing here on the easel. Thank you so much. And we will start here at £500,000. At 500,000. At 500,000 pounds, 550 with Evelyn. Thank you very much. At 550,000 pounds now with Evelyn. At 550,000, 600,000 now. At 600,000, 650,000. Evelyn's bid. At 650,000 pounds now. At 650,000 pounds with Evelyn. And any advance here at 650,000, I can sell it at 650,000 only. Is anyone else coming in? On the Morandi, I have the bid here on my left, Evelyn Lin, from Asia at £650,000 from our Hong Kong office at £650,000. You're all done and selling at 650. Sold, thank you very much, that's 13. And now we move on to lot 112, which is the wonderful, vibrant David Hockney, painted in the summer of 1988. 2 chairs and wooden spoon, showing here up front, thank you. And we will start here at 900,000 here, 900,000, 1 million, 1,100,000, 1,100,000, 1,200,000 now. 1,300,000 with Julian here at 1,300,000 now. At 1,300,000, Julian's bid already at 1,300,000. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000 with Julian, thank you so much. At 1,500,000, and Jen against you, at 1,500,000, give me 6. At 1,500,000 pounds. Try 1.6. At 1,600,000 with Genoa. At 1,600,000 pounds now for the Hockney. Is Jen's bid, Julian? At 1,600,000 pounds. You coming back in? At 1,600,000 pounds is your bid, Jen. At 1,600,000, Julian, and any advance then, otherwise I should sell it, fair warning, at 1,600,000. 1,650,000 I can take, at 1,650,000, try 1.7. At 1,650,000 pounds, Jen, will you give me 1.7? At 1,650,000, try 1.7, Jen. 1,650,000, give me 7. Like to come back in? At 1,650,000 pounds. It's still with Julian, yes? I'm looking for 1.7 from you, Jen. At 1,650,000. At 1,650,000, try to get them back. There it is, 1.7. And Julian, what do you say? At 1,700,000 for the Hockney. You're going to try one more? At 1,700,000. It's now with Genoa for the Hockney painting from 1988. 1,700,000. Are you bidding, Julian? Hammers up, have to hurry you along. Thank you so much anyway. And selling at 1.7. Sold. Thank you, Jen. That is number 47. Which brings us to lot 113, which is the monumental work by Kossoff shown as sold as viewed. Thank you, at Street in Willesden. Lot 113, the Kossoff. And we will start the bidding here already at 220,000, 240,000, 260,000, 280 now, at 280,000, 300,000 now, at 300,000, 320, 350, Tom Edison, thank you, at 350, and sir, 380 in several places I took here, at 380 with Julia, at 380 would you like to say 400, at 380,000 with Julia, Lysander, 400,000, thank you, Lysander's bid at £400,000, 420, thank you, with Julia, 420,000. Give me 450. 420, there it is, at £450,000 now. 450,000 with Lysander. 450,000, 480, thank you, Julia. At £480,000, say 500. At 480, 500, thank you. At £500,000 now. Lysander's bid, £500,000. Try 550 at £500,000. Julia? or 520, thank you anyway, at 520,000. Next is 50 at 520,000 pounds with Julia. 550, thank you. At 550 now. Lysander's bid at 550. Say 80. 80 it is, thank you. Next is 600 for the Kossoff. Wonderful work. 500, 600, thank you. Try 50 if you can at 600,000 pounds now. 600 still here on my left at 600,000. I have the bid. It's 20, thank you so much, at 20,000. Next is 50. Julia Fishel's bid, 620,000 pounds now. Try 50. It's against you. Well, I asked for, try to get at least, can you get to 650? Because we've got a long way and we've got many more wonderful lots to offer this evening. And I have 620, or at least 640, can you get? Let me move these things along. I'll take 640 if you can. This beautiful Kossoff. Thank you, 640 it is. Julia. Thank you, 660. 660,000 pounds now for the Kossoff. Yep, you sure? Thank you anyway. Hammers up and selling at 660. Sold. It's 34 is the paddle. Thank you so much. 660, thank you. And now we move on to the wonderful Picasso, Tête de Femme. This is lot 114, the monochrome work, painting of Jacqueline Roch from 1963, showing here on the easel. And we will start the bidding here at £1,500,000 here, 1,500,000 in here, 1,500,000, 1,600,000, 1,600,000, 1,700,000 now, 1,700,000 now, 1,700,000 pounds now, 1,700,000 now, 1,800,000, 1,800,000 now, 1,800,000 pounds now, 1,850,000 here. Julian's bid, £1,850,000 here. 1,850,000 with Julian at £1,850,000. I have here at £1,850,000, Julian's bid. 1,900,000. 1,900,000 now. Try for two. £1,900,000. £1,900,000 here. £1,900,000 is not your bid, Julian. At 1,900,000, you come back in. At 1,900,000, this wonderful monochrome Picasso, beautiful painting, been in the same family since the mid-1990s. Wonderful painting here. On my left at £1,900,000. Try one more. I'll take 50 at £1,900,000. 1,950,000. Yep. 1,950,000. I have on my right Julian's bid, and I can sell it. Oh, 920. Okay, £1,920,000. I have on my right. I can sell it. 1,920,000. Hammers up and selling at 1,920,000. Sold. Thank you so much. And that is number 104. Which brings us to lot 115, which is the Philip Guston. Late work, sold as viewed. No, in fact, it's here in the sale room. Here up front, you can see it here behind Julian, doors, and the team here on my right. And we will start the bidding here at £2 million here, £2 million here. At £2 million, 2,200,000 now, 2,200,000, 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 for the Guston here. Showing up here front in the serum at £2,400,000, £2,500,000 with Julian Dawes again at £2,500,000 on my right now. At £2,500,000 is Julian's bid at £2,500,000, and I can sell it. It's Julian's bid unless there's any advance for the Guston at 2.5. Sold 120. Thank you. Thank you. Lot 116 is the Carrington. The returner bid is here, showing here Up front, please note this work has been requested for the Leonora Carrington retrospective to take place at Tate Britain, scheduled for November 2028. And we will start here at £500,000. I have already at 500,000, 520, 550, at £550,000 now, at £550,000. 580 with Julian at 580,000. I took in the room at 580, 600,000 with Antonia. Not yours online, at £600,000. Antonia's bid at £600,000. Would you like to come in online? At £600,000, I have mine right. At £600,000, it's Antonia's bid. Looking to the online bidder, not yours, Julian, either. At £600,000, then with Antonia at £600,000, and I can sell it, if you're all done, fair warning, or would you like to come back in? Julian, at £600,000, it's still with Antonia, at £600,000 for the Carrington, at £600,000, and not yours either online. I have with Antonia at £600,000. What do you say, Julian? I have to hurry you along. For this wonderful Carrington, I have £600,000. It's Antonia's bid, not yours, and selling, fair warning, at 600. Sold, that's 90. Thank you so much. And now we move on to lot 117. Vasily Kandinsky's Fragment for Improvisation 2, showing here on the easel. Wonderful work from 1909, just at the beginning of Kandinsky's breakthrough into abstraction, appearing at auction for the very first time. And we will start here at £3,600,000 here, 3,600,000, 3,700,000 now, at 3,700,000, 3,800,000, 3,900,000 with David Gulprin now at 3,900,000 on my right, at £3,900,000 now, at 3,900,000, 4 million now, at £4 million now, 4,100,000 now on my right, at 4,100,000 now, at 4,100,000 with David, at £4,100,000 for the Kandinsky, at £4,100,000, you all done here in the room, and selling then, fair warning, at 4,100,000. Sold, congratulations, that's number 51. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will move straight on with my colleague Alex Branchik, who will continue the rest of the sale. Thank you so much.
Being an auctioneer has always felt a bit like a voyage at sea. You set out with a destination in mind, but no two journeys are ever quite the same.
With Brad Bentoff still at 3 million.
Are we going on, or am I selling?
And part of the excitement is navigating whatever comes your way. What makes it special are the views. Every day, I'm surrounded by extraordinary works of art and objects that have traveled through time, carving stories, history, and beauty with them. And like any great voyage, it's not just about where you arrive, it's about the experience along the way, and those rare moments when everything comes together. For me, that's the true luxury of being an auctioneer. A life spent exploring the world's most beautiful things, always moving toward the next horizon.
Thank you very much, Helena, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will move straight on. Lot 120 is the Matthew Wong, the painter, from 2016. Showing here, another version of the work is currently on view at the Palazzo Tiepolo Passi in Venezia. If you haven't yet been to the Biennale, don't miss it. At 180,000, at 180,000, £200,000. At £200,000. At £200,000. At £220,000. At £220,000. At £220,000. Are we there online? At £220,000. At £220,000. Would you like to bid, sir? At £220,000. At 220. Lisa, are we bidding? I see you, David. At £220,000. Against you in the room. David, are we coming in? At £220,000. 230,000. Thank you. At £230,000. 250, I have against you. It turns out 250 is with me. Would you like 260? 250,000. I'll take 260. 250 is up here with me. And my commission bidder at 250,000. We're out. Selling then. Up front. Here. At 260. At 260,000, 270,000, 280,000, all with me. Not yours, David. At 280,000, with my commission bidder. Not yours, David, if we're sure. Last chance, fair warning. And selling at 280,000. That's sold. I don't have a paddle number. Do we have a paddle? 557. Thank you very much. Lot 121 is the Noah Davis from 2010, showing on the easel here. A painting which distills many of the defining qualities that make Noah Davis one of the most important American painters of the 21st century. At 200,000, 220,000, at 250,000 pounds. 280,000, thank you, Fergus, at 280,000. On Fergus's phone over here at 280,000. 300,000 against you now. With a gentleman seated over here at 300,000 pounds. We're out. It's with you then, sir. Against you online. Here it is in the rooms at New Bond Street at 300,000 pounds. If we're sure, Fergus, I'm selling it then to you, sir. Thank you for your bids at 300,000 pounds. Congratulations, sir. 300,000. Do you have a paddle? 547. Thank you very much. Many congratulations. Lot 122 is the Anselm Kiefer Aurora. I imagine so. Sold as viewed. Thank you. At 200,000, at 220,000, at 220,000 pounds. Thank you, Simon. 250,000, 280 I have here. 300,000, thank you. That clears my book. At 300,000 pounds. In the room here at 300,000. Simon, would you like to come in? At 300,000 pounds then, it's in the room at 300,000. I will give you some time. Thank you for your patience. It's a little later than expected. We understand. A surprise to all of us. Thank you for your patience. £300,000 seated in the room for Kiefer's Aurora. We're out. Thank you anyway, Simon. The bid's here then. Against you on this side, against you over here, and against you online. In the room then, and selling for 300,000. Thank you very much. That's paddle for 593. Thank you very much. Lot 123 is the Sigmar Polke Rotterfish, unsurprisingly, sold as viewed at 750,000, 800,000, at 850,000, at 900,000 pounds, at 900,000 pounds. 950,000. Thank you, Otterley Windsor, over here on my left-hand side at 950,000 pounds. Are we bidding? It's over here at 950,000. You can come in if you like. It's with Otterley's phone at 950,000. Over here then, against you in the room. Coming online. I can see you're thinking about it. At 950,000 then, with Otterley and selling, if we're sure, for 950,000. Thank you, Otterley. That's paddle number 51. Thank you very much. Lot 124 is the most important, most significant painting by Mikhail Larionov to appear at auction in recent memory, and certainly one of the most important works of the pre-revolutionary Russian avant-garde to remain in private hands. Reto and Alina, are we ready? At 650,000, at 700,000, at 700,000 pounds, at 750,000 pounds, at 750,000. Would you like to come in online? Thank you very much. I see you. £800,000 with my online bidder. Welcome. Nice to see you. Not yours, Alina, not yours, Reto. Selling then to my online bidder for £800,000. Are we sure? 850 in a new place online. 2 online bidders. 900, I took it in the room first, just ahead of you, Reto. In the room at 900, not yours online, not yours, Reto. I see you now, sir. At 900,000, 950 against you online. 1 million, thank you. The bids here, not yours online. In New Bond Streets, 1,000,001 online. 1,200,000. Thank you, sir. At 1,200,000. With the gentleman seated. 1,003,000. Will you give me 1,400,000? 1,400,000. At 1,004,000 then. 1,500,000. Thank you, online. I'm looking for 1,006,000. We have it. Thank you, sir. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. 1,007,000 has gone against you. Would you like 1,800,000? Thank you very much. 1,800,000. Here in the room at 1,800,000. I can see you're thinking about it. I can't tell if he's thinking about it. 1,800,000 then in the room against my 2 online bidders. 1,900,000. £2 million. Thank you, sir. £2 million. At £2 million. Would you like 2,200,000? Not yours, Reto. Alina, are we coming in? 2,200,000 is bid online. The most significant painting by the artist still in private hands. What should we say? £2,500,000. 2,500,000. In the room, looking for 2,800,000, please, online. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000 then in the room. If we're sure online. Thank you for your bids. We're selling here in New Bond Street, if you're sure, for £2,500,000. Many congratulations, sir. That's puddle number 549. Thank you, online. Lot 125 is the Royal Lichtenstein Despair at 750,000, 800,000, at 850,000. Thank you, with Isabelle Gooder, head of the Modern Contemporary Day Sale in Paris, at £850,000. 900,000, Directeur des Ventes Privées, Olivier Faux, £900,000. Isabelle, are we going on? Against you on this side then. It's with you, Olivier, at 900,000. Are we bidding in the room? Against you online. Fair warning then, and selling to Olivier, if you're sure, Isabelle, for £900,000. Sold. Thank you, Olivier. That's paddle number 91. Thank you very much. Lot number 127 is the Raoul Dufy, Rue Pavoisé au Havre, at £500,000, at 550,000, at £550,000, at £550,000. £600,000. Here with Lisa Stevenson on my right-hand side, at £600,000. At 600,000. Are we coming in on this side? At 600,000 then, with you, Lisa, and selling, if we're sure, against you in the room, against you online, with Lisa's phone, last chance and fair warning, at £600,000. Thank you, Lisa. That's paddle number 8. Congratulations. Lot number 128 is the Georges Baselitz, Mädchen kommt Rolf, sold as viewed. Thank you very much. At 280,000, 300,000, at £320,000, at £350,000. Thank you, Olivier. With you at 350. 380 is against you online. Try 400. £350 on the phone. It's not online. Thank you very much. It is with you at 350,000. It's a mistake on the board. At 350,000, with you, Olivier. You can come in online if you would like to. At 350,000 then, if we're sure, and selling to Olivier's phone, not yours in the room, at 350,000. Thank you, Olivier. Paddle number 91. Lot 129. Sold as viewed. It's the Rashid Johnson, two standing broken men, at 550,000, £580,000. At £580,000. At 580,000. At £580,000. Any advance on 580? At £600,000 then, with my commission bidder at £600,000. At 600,000. And selling to my commission bidder. The bid's up here at 600,000. If we're sure, last chance, fair warning, at 600,000. Sold, 600,000. That's paddle number 16. Lot 130. This is the Sidney Nolan, Ned Kelly at Glenrowan. An important painting from Sidney Nolan's celebrated Ned Kelly series, coming to market from the distinguished collection of David and Shoshana Wingate. At 450,000, 480,000. At £500,000. At £500,000. Thank you, Jen, at 550,000. Over on my left-hand side with Jen Hardy at 550,000. At 550,000. 580 with Andre. Jen, would you like to bid on? Nope, but 580 then. It's with Andres Lattinger for the Ned Kelly Bushranger. £580,000. Last chance and fair warning, selling now, if we're sure, at £580,000. Thank you, Andre. Paddle number 53. Lot 131 is the Balthus Le Vase Bleu. Coming up onto the easel now. Thank you, gentlemen. At £100,000, at £110,000. 120. Sorry, I took it here first at 120. Would you like 130? On this side at 120. 130,000. 140. So 130 is here. Francis, would you like to go on? At £130,000, 140,000 with Gregoire at 140,000. Would you like 150? 150 against you now, Greg. At £150,000 on this side. 160,000. Thank you, Gregoire. $170,000. $180,000. 200,000. Thank you very much. Against you, Greg, on this side at £200,000. We're out. Over here then at 200,000. If we're sure, 220 is online. 250,000. Back on the phone banks at 250,000. Grégoire, voulez-vous en chérir? 280,000 is online. Are we sure? It's a shake of the head. 280,000, 300,000, two online bidders at £300,000. Against you here in New Bond Street, all the action's online at £300,000. 320,000. Thank you. $350,000. At 350,000. Paddle number 96. 380,000. We're looking for 400,000. We have it. Thank you very much. At 400,000. 420 is next. I can see you thinking, are we going on? £400,000 then. If we're sure, fair warning, and selling now to the highest of my two online bidders for £400,000. Sold. That's paddle number 96. Thank you very much online. Lot 132 has been withdrawn, so that brings us to 133. The Pierre Bonnard, showing here, nu assis, jambes pliées, at 200,000, 220,000, at £240,000, at £240,000, at £240,000, at £240,000. Antonia, would you like to bid? At £240,000. Fair warning then. Thank you very much, sir. 260,000. Saw you on the aisle. Gentleman here at 260,000. At 260,000 and selling. It's your lucky day, sir. £260,000. Against you online, against you here in the room, and on the phones. It's with you, sir. Thank you for your bid at £260,000. Congratulations. Please may I see your paddle again, sir? Sir? Please may I see your paddle one more time? Thank you very much. 866. Many congratulations. Lot 134 is the George Condo down in Chinatown, sold as viewed at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000. Is anyone coming in? 1.5. Wendy, thank you very much. 1.5. 1.6 I have here. 1,650,000. 1.7 with Wendy. With Wendy Lynn, Chairman Asia, been busy on the phones tonight throughout the Lewis sale. at 1,000,007. Antonia, are you going on? At 1,700,000. Nope. Fair warning then. And selling to Wendy Lynn's phone. Not yours, Gregoire, at 1,700,000. Thank you, Wendy. 87. Many congratulations. Lot 135. Sold as viewed again. This is the Adriana Varejão. At £280,000, I'm bid. At 280,000. 300,000. 300,000. At 300,000. With Fergus Duff's telephone. At £300,000. 320,000. Thank you, Brad. I have 350 here in my book at 350,000. Angela, against you at £350,000. 380 with Brad Bentoff. At 380,000. Angela, are we coming in? Not yours, Fergus. My book is out, not yours online. 400 is bid online. Welcome. 420. Would you like 450 online? With Brad Bentoff's phone, it's not yours, Angela. It's not yours online. It's not yours, Fergus. And I can sell. Angela, I need to hurry you. Looking for 450,000. We have it. Thank you, Angela. 450,000. Over on this phone bank here. Against you now, Brad. Would you like to go on? It's 450 against you. 480,000. At £480,000. That looks like a no. Quite definitive. With you then, Brad, not yours online. Last chance, if you're sure. The bid's here with Brad Bentoff at £480,000. Thank you, Brad. Sold. Congratulations, that's paddle number 121. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to lot number 137, which is the Banksy, showing on the walls behind the phone banks over here. One of his most iconic images appearing at auction for the first time. Love is in the air, life-size, unique. One of Banksy's most recognizable icons here at Sotheby's in New Bond Street. At £2,800,000. 3 million. Where was that? With Fergus, thank you. At £3 million. 3.2. 3.5 with Fergus. At £3,500,000. With Antonia Gardner and Fergus Duff on the right-hand side. With you, Fergus, at £3,500,000. Would you like to bid? At £3,500,000. I took it in the room first, sorry, just ahead of you, Wendy, at £3,800,000. £4 million. Would you like £4,200,000? Looking for £4,200,000. £4,200,000 I have here. With the lady seated here in New Bond Street. Wendy, now's your chance. £4,500,000 with Wendy Lynn's telephone. I'm looking for £4,800,000. With Wendy then, Asia Chairman, taking home another masterpiece tonight. Give me a sign. Are we going on? I'll wait, don't worry. 4,008,000. 4,800,000. Should we say 5? Unique in this scale, the artist's most important image. Never previously on the auction market. One distinguished collector. £5 million. Thank you, Wendy. I can take 5 too. Chance won't come again. On this side at £5 million. At 5 million. Not yours, Fergus. Not yours, Mackie. It's with Wendy's phone. Give me a sign. I'm going to sell. 5 million too. It's a bid. This side at 5 million too. I'm looking for 5 million 5. We're out. Thank you for your bids. If we're sure. Thank you anyway. It's here in the room, in New Bond Street, £5,200,000. Against you on this side and against you online. Love is in the air. Life size for £5,200,000. Many congratulations. Thank you, madam. 5,200,000. Paddle number 568. Lot 139. This is the Damien Hirst, definitely sold as viewed, Biotin Malamide, one of the largest spot paintings from his 1990s oeuvre. At 300,000, at 320,000, at 350,000 pounds, at 350,000 pounds. 360,000 pounds. Thank you, Kelsey. 360,000 pounds. It's a bit. 380,000. Thank you, Masumi. At 380,000. Masumi Shinohara, Managing Director of Sotheby's in Asia. Welcome to London. It's nice to see you here. What would you like? 400,000. You may. 400,000. Back with Kelsey McPherson at 400,000. Masumi. 420,000. Thank you, sir. At 420,000. Should we say 450? So over on this side, it's not yours, Kelsey. Are we sure? With you then, Masumi, San, and selling, if we're sure, against you online and against you, Kelsey, for £420,000. Thank you very much, Masumi. Paddle number 84. Lot 140 is the Anthony Gormley Open Gaze, number 3. Thank you, sold as viewed. Some interest here at 200, 220, 250,000. I'm bid at 250,000 with my commission bidder in my book up front at 250,000. Any advance on 250,000? 280. 280. Thank you very much, sir. I have 300 here in my book. Would you like 320,000? $320. Grazie. At 320,000, that clears my book. It's yours at 320. At 320,000, 320.000, coming to you, grazie mille, at 320,000. Congratulations, sir. 320,000. Please may I see your paddle? 577. Many thanks. Lot 141 is the Andreas Gursky Tokyo, sold as viewed. Thank you, sir. Making its auction debut, Gursky's Tokyo was taken from the bullet train and incorporates blur into his photographs for the first time. At 180,000, at 200,000, at 200,000 pounds. Evelyn Lynn, welcome, 220,000. Evelyn Lynn, chairman of Modern and Contemporary Art for Sotheby's in Asia. Welcome back to London. At 220,000 pounds. At 220,000 pounds for Gursky's Tokyo. Aki-san, it's for you to take back to Tokyo. Are we bidding? With Evelyn then, if we're sure, at 220,000 pounds, not yours Masumi, he's gone at 220,000. Sold, paddle number 13. Many thanks, Evelyn. 142 is the Tamara de Limpica, showing on the easel here. At 550,000, 600,000, at 650,000 pounds. That's 650,000 pounds. For the Tamara de Limpica, at 650,000. At 650,000 pounds only. We're coming on the phones or online at 650,000. Last chance then, fair warning. Online at 700,000. Thank you very much. At 700,000 pounds and selling for 700,000 pounds. Welcome online. At 700,000 then, 750,000, a new place online. At 750,000. I think people have left for dinner. I promise I'll get you out for a late dinner if I can. We don't have long to go. At 750,000 pounds. 800,000, thank you. At 800,000 pounds. That's paddle number 100. Are we going on? At 800,000 pounds. Fergus, we bidding? At 800,000 pounds is here. It's not yours. It's online with paddle 100, last chance, and selling then at 800,000 pounds. Sold. That's paddle 100. 800,000. Many thanks, ladies and gentlemen. That brings tonight's proceedings to a close. Thank you very much to everyone for joining, for those of you all for staying, to all of our bidders for their participation. Do join us tomorrow if you can for the Contemporary and Modern Art Day auctions, which start at 12 noon and 3 p.m. respectively. And with that, I wish you good night. Thank you.
Being an auctioneer has always felt a bit like a voyage at sea. You set out with a destination in mind, but no two journeys are ever quite the same.
With Brad Bentoff still at 3 million.
Are we going on or am I selling?
And part of the excitement is navigating whatever comes your way. What makes it special are the views. Every day, I'm surrounded by extraordinary works of art and objects that have traveled through time, carving stories, history, and beauty with them. And like any great voyage, it's not just about where you arrive, it's about the experience along the way, and those rare moments when everything comes together. For me, that's the true luxury of being an auctioneer. A life spent exploring the world's most beautiful things, always moving toward the next horizon.